Yep. East Coast, mama.
Should have known what I should have known. Lord, showed me what I should have known. What I should have known. I gave you everything I am. You didn't give a damn. Lord, hey. Well, such is so. Well, such is so. Spun diamonds into gold. Diamonds into gold. Well, such is so. Spun diamonds into gold. Diamonds into gold. You stole my heart and ran. Well, I'm no chasing man. Well, such is so. Well, such is so. Well, such is so. In slow motion, my eyes close. We crash into the end of the road. I miss every sign shown. No more corners to turn. Slow motion, my eyes close. We crash into the air of the road. I miss every sign shown. No more corners to turn. As if you're even concerned. No pity, no pity, no. That's just the way love goes. The way love goes. No pity, no. That's just the way love goes. Nolly and I were two different bands when we first met. He was in this band called The Best of Simple, and I was in a band called Dakota Moon at the time. We were just jumping back and forth for projects, and then whenever I needed a guitar player for something, someone else would be in it, and I would try and kick him out because I knew Nolly would be better. He never brought me into projects. I don't know where he is right now. Never brought me into any projects, but I brought him into a lot of projects because he's one of the best guitar players in the world.
To play with Ty is a huge inspiration, you know. He's such a soul on fire, you know. So I felt when I met him and started working on music, it just opened up so many doors for me, you know, to explore other things and just to work with a great singer where you can just throw music at and be like, what do you think? Is there anything, you hear anything on top of this?
And that's when we started Into Trouble. At the time, Nolly was living in Venice, and we just started writing songs, and then we pulled in Rick and Richard, and we were just doing a demo one day, and all of a sudden we were a band, and it just never stopped. Then Doc McGee heard about us, and we were moving on to England. We played Jules Holland, then we did all the tours from, first was Bon Jovi and Brian May.
Lenny Kravitz, The Who. I mean, we did 52 dates with The Who.
You just get bigger. You think about yourself being blown up, not blown up like, but blown up in proportion size. You just do everything bigger.
So Red-Handed, the guitar riff from that comes, is heavily inspired from Aretha Franklin working with the Muscle Shoals studio. All those sessions that were done there with using the old baritone guitars. I wanted to emulate that old school Muscle Shoals baritone guitar sound.
Red-Handed
we were in England and we had just done the Jules Holland show, and I was walking down the street and I thought about an old relationship I was in. And the whole idea, like when you're sitting across the table with someone and you're saying to that person, you know, we're fine, we're just friends, we're good. And then that person looks at you and they catch you like all doing that dream. And then they see you and you're like, hey, just we're good. But they caught you. And I thought, okay, well, let's make it like a crime scene. Like you're actually caught. You caught me red-handed. I'm still holding on to my love for you. But now that you've caught me, what are we gonna do? We gonna go back to getting it on or not? And that's what red-handed is about. It's about being caught, trying to pretend that you're over somebody.
You caught me red-handed. I'm still holding on to my love for you.
Love for you.
Red-handed. Now that you got me cornered, tell me what you're gonna do. You got me tiptoeing over my emotion, like I don't know the truth of it. Trying to sneak a glance through the window, a chance, and trying to leave no trails or clues of it. Sometimes I find myself in the places we went, looking for a heartbreak healing. But we have been underneath the willow tree. It's gonna hide my feelings. Let the record state I did the best that I could. But loving you is bad, then I'm no damn good. And for the hurtful words, if I could retract, I'll take them back just like that. You caught me red-handed. I'm still holding on to my love for you.
Love for you.
Red-handed. Now that you got me cornered, tell me what you're gonna do. I'm frozen under your floodlight. Alright, up against the wall, hands behind my back. It's like I'm some kind of cold-blooded criminal.
Hey.
A criminal your love keeps firing at. Cross my false heart, I swear and do declare. What I know now, I didn't know when I was there. So I walked away from you, but I came back to make it right. So come on and lock me up, give me life. Woo! Hey. Let the record straight, I did the best that I could. But if loving you is bad, then I'm no damn good. And for the hurtful ones, if I could retract, hey, I'll take them back just like that. Oh, you got me red-handed. Still holding on to my love for you.
My love for you.
Red-handed. Hey. Now that you got me cornered, hey, you caught me red-handed. Still holding on to my love for you.
My love for you.
Red-handed. Now that you got me cornered, you caught me red-handed. 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 If anything, I like forward sound. I like forward sound because you can't get rid of the history that's in you, but you can add to yourself by absorbing what's happening today. Everything you've been listening to from the beginning of time, since you've been learning how to sing, since you've been picking up your instrument, it's all infused by everything you heard before you. So the only way you can be innovative, it's not French, but it was a cool way to say innovation, right? The only way you can be innovative is to add the sounds of the streets today, the language of the streets today, the swagger of today. I mean, you have to believe
If Jimi Hendrix was alive today, he would be recording digitally. You can get twice the amount of work done. He wouldn't be talking about, I want to feel like I did back then. He'd be saying, I want to feel like I am now. So I think we have to pay honor to our heroes, but we also have to remember that our heroes would want us to be us, not to be them. I mean, no, most of our heroes are probably so cocky, they'd want us to be more like them, but most people would want you to be like the current day. But in general, we have to move forward with time. The world's gonna have to take a turn around. The sad part about the song is that it was written 10 years ago. It was written when we were in the studio recording the bomb shelter sessions and we were watching a 1960s, early 70s evolutionary protest.
We have been watching all this, you know, about all the horrible things in this country in the 50s and 60s. And Ty had started singing this little hymn.
And we were saying this, the songs, some of the best songs of the time, best songs in the world are songs that help people get through war times in order to rejuvenate spirits. And then all this stuff starts happening in our lives recently. The world's gonna have to take a turnaround, feels just as vibrant and necessary and as much of a salve as it could have any time in our world.
For us, the song is almost like you know, it's our stomping our feet and saying we have to look at each other and like be better.
The world's gonna have to take a turn around, make more noise, and joyful sound. The world's gonna have to take a turn around for the sea.